The internet began its journey as Web 1.0, a read-only digital library made up of static pages, each one carefully crafted and rarely updated. It was a world where information was published and displayed but not discussed or changed by everyday users. You could look up facts, read articles, and explore new topics, but you couldn't interact, comment, or contribute your own ideas. The experience was passive, almost like flipping through the pages of a digital encyclopedia. Content was created by a select few, webmasters and developers, while the vast majority simply consumed what was available. The power to shape the web was in the hands of a small group. In many ways, it was a one-way street, much like watching television but with the added novelty of hyperlinks connecting pages together. Then came Web 2.0, the read-write web. This was a revolution that changed everything. Suddenly everyone could create and share. Social media platforms, blogs, and YouTube gave ordinary people a voice and a global audience. The internet became a place for creativity, self-expression, and connection. The web transformed into a two-way conversation, where people could respond, collaborate, and build relationships across continents. We connected, uploaded, commented, and built communities around shared interests, hobbies, and causes. The web became a living, breathing network of people and ideas. But this new era came with a catch. Big tech companies owned the platforms and increasingly, our data. They became the gatekeepers of our digital lives. Our personal information became the product, traded for free services and convenience. Every click, like, and share was tracked and analyzed. We gained amazing tools and opportunities but lost privacy and control over our digital identities. The trade-off became clear. Web 1.0 gave us access to information, opening doors to knowledge that was once hard to find. Web 2.0 gave us the power to connect, create, and share our stories with the world, making the internet a truly social space. But it also concentrated power in the hands of a few corporations who set the rules and controlled the flow of information. Data privacy issues and corporate control became major concerns as scandals and breaches made headlines. Each version of the web solved old problems, but introduced new ones, shaping our digital lives in unexpected ways. Now, as we look to the future, two competing visions for the web are emerging, each promising a different path forward. This is where the story splits, and the next chapter begins. The first vision is Web 3.0, also known as the semantic web, a term originally coined by Tim Berners-Lee, the inventor of the World Wide Web. He imagined a future where the internet would evolve beyond just linking documents to actually understanding the information it holds. Web 3.0 is all about making the internet much smarter, teaching computers to grasp the meaning behind words, not just match keywords. This means machines could interpret context, relationships, and intent, making online experiences far more intuitive. Imagine searching for comedy movie and Italian food tonight. Instead of just showing you a list of links, the web would connect the dots for you, finding showtimes, nearby Italian restaurants, and even helping you book a table or buy movie tickets, all in one seamless process. Powered by advanced AI and machine learning, Web 3.0 aims to create a more personalized, intuitive, and responsive web that adapts to your needs and preferences. It's about upgrading the web's brain, making it more capable and intelligent, rather than changing who owns or controls the infrastructure behind it. In this vision, big tech companies like Google or Facebook could still control these smarter systems, shaping how information flows and is accessed. The main focus here is on intelligence, efficiency, and convenience, not necessarily on decentralization or shifting power away from large corporations. So, while it's a much smarter web, it doesn't automatically mean it's a more democratic or open one. Control could remain in the hands of a few powerful players. The other vision is Web 3, focused on decentralization and true user ownership. Web 3 responds to the problems of corporate control by using innovative blockchain technology. Here, users control their data, assets, and identities through secure crypto wallets, not corporate accounts. You could own your content and take it with you freely across platforms. Web 3 is about a read-write-own web powered by blockchains, cryptocurrencies, and smart contracts. The goal, an open, transparent, and censorship-resistant internet. It's a radical shift, rebuilding the internet's entire architecture from the ground up. Let's break it down. Web 3.0 is all about intelligence and making the web smarter. Web 3, on the other hand, is focused on decentralization and giving power back to users. Web 3.0 leverages artificial intelligence to create a more intuitive, personalized web experience, often managed and shaped by large tech companies that control the data and algorithms. Web 3, in contrast, uses blockchain technology to empower individuals, allowing users to own their data and assets directly without relying on central authorities or intermediaries. Essentially, Web 3.0 upgrades the front-end experience, making websites and apps feel smarter, while Web 3 is revolutionizing the back-end, changing how the internet is structured and who controls it. They're tackling different challenges. One aims for a smarter, more adaptive web, while the other strives for a fairer, more open internet. The confusion comes from their similar names, but their core philosophies, goals, and underlying technologies are actually worlds apart. Still, there's exciting potential for overlap. Imagine AI-powered apps running on decentralized networks, combining the best of both worlds. For now though, they remain distinct movements, each with its own vision, community, and roadmap for the future. Understanding these differences is crucial for anyone interested in where the internet is headed and how it might evolve in the coming years. The future could see these paths merge, or the world might choose one direction. Either way, the next era of the web is being shaped right now. Why does this matter, and why should you care? Because these competing visions shape the future of your digital life in ways you might not expect. Knowing the difference helps you see through hype, avoid confusion, and understand what's really changing. Web 3 is about decentralization, digital ownership, and putting power back in your hands. Web 3.0 is about intelligence, smarter technology, and deep personalization. Billions are being invested in both decentralized finance, AI-powered search, and so much more. The choices we make now will define whether the next web is smarter, fairer, more open, or both. Understanding these paths empowers you to help shape the internet's future for everyone. It's the difference between being a passenger and helping to actually draw the map forward.